are watching WY TV. It's another edition of News Review. I am Odunwayo Adelere. And with me in the studio this morning,
Ambassador Richie Moriga, son of the prophet, tells them, man, where is them? Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of us all over the world, and wherever you are watching, please make sure you keep on watching WY TV.
Like I said, we are on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account. We're on Instagram. We're also on TikTok at Wisdom Yard Online TV. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let your fellow friends who also enjoy what you are enjoying. We want to appreciate you all for always staying glued to WY TV, and also our sponsor, Nokpa Abals. We say a very big thank you to you. You know what we do on News Review? We bring to you news that made it to the top. We then go into the one we should talk about, the one we feel we should know more, we should have more insight about. On Punch newspaper this morning, we have hardship protest, US, UK, Canada issue security alerts, traders fear looting. I'm young enough to become governor in future, Shuaibu. Only NNPCL can buy Dangote petrol, Ipman. Wike mobilizes youth against hunger protests. On Vanguard newspaper, we have Abuja politicians behind banditry, killings in Benue, Alia. Peter Obi backs nationwide hunger protests. Planned protests result to widespread anger, hunger, Makinde. On Daily Post newspaper, we have Edo, I'm back in APC, they wanted to destroy me, Philip Shaibu. Police arrest TikToker for threatening to unleash violence. August 1st, lead protests like Tinubu Buhari, presidency urged DS Peter Obi. These are the news that made it to the top today. So the ones we'll be discussing this morning. The first one I have, Wike mobilizes youth against... You never allow me to finish. Against hunger protests.
Nigeria with different dramas. I wonder why some of the youths were being used or manipulated to rise against each other. The same set of youth, as opposed to have acquired a job to find something done based on the bad condition we find ourselves in the country, they were being used by giving them stipends against peaceful protest that is about to come up. I am waiting for the day that the FCT minister will come out to say something bad about these governors, because you were being favored today does not mean you'll be favored tomorrow, and because you're on seat as the FCT minister does not mean you can just come out and begin to do whatever you like. The FCT is not Rivers State. Though we need to guide our land, because we need to guide our country, we need to guide the FCT, we need to guide Lagos against violence. Nobody is saying we should not guide our land, but you bringing out those set of youth. I watched a video where some set of youth were being given 2,000 naira.
Can you imagine?
2,000 naira.
What for? For data subscription,
for them not to come out to protest.
And this set of youth will tell them that they've actually urged them and sit down in their house without doing anything.
Exactly the point. So if we continue to collect money and begin to sell our future in the hands of all these old cargoes that are supposed to retire back home and keep directing the affairs of the youth and say, okay, this is what you people are supposed to do at this point in time. If we leave our future in their hand, if care is not taken, I wonder what the future of this country will be.
Dad, can you not remember what I used to say? I say it a lot on this show that when comes 2027, before 2027, let's say 6 months to 2027 for election, once they just make everything easy, do you think Nigerians will not?
Nigeria will still come out to vote. They will forget everything that have happened in the past.
Now, people
on one Indomie and
some people are sitting in one corner to agitate for better Nigeria, for better nation, and some people are being called to the back, giving little things to do what? To stop
that 2,000 naira is what they are going to spend for the rest of their life. And this same set of people will still come out tomorrow and begin to talk that the president is not doing well in the face of the country. In fact, I wait for the future of the youth of this country.
That's all. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Yesom Wike, is mobilizing Abuja youth and other stakeholders against joining the planned August 1st to August 10 nationwide protest over hunger and hardship. Speaking during a ministerial engagement with FCT youth from Abuja South Federal Constituency in Kwali Area Council of the FCT on Sunday, Wike said youth and other stakeholders in Buhari and Gwagwalada area councils will also be engaged on the same issue in coming days. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that a similar interaction was held with stakeholders in Abuja Municipal Area Council in Abuja on Saturday. The minister explained that the interaction was to enlighten them on the ills of protest and why they should not be part of it. He thanked the traditional rulers and the area council chairman for mobilizing FCT youth for the interaction and enlightening them against joining a protest they do not have a stake in. There is no need for protest. The current administration is barely 1 year in office and not enough to assess its performance.
No need for protest. Traoré, which was the president of I think Burkina Faso, has just spent 6 months in office.
And people are
very happy that he came on board to rescue the country. You said, in fact, I don't know why some people will just open their mouth. They are not even ashamed of what is coming out from their mouth. Wike, who has spent 8 years in River State, coming out now to say this administration had just spent 1 year in office that we need to
He did not say 1 year, barely 1 year.
Okay, barely 1 year, and with that, Nigeria need to be patient. Truly, Nigeria need to be patient. But go outside there, go and see what Traoré is. Traoré is just about 40 years old. Compared to somebody, he's not up to him, he's just about 40 years old compared to the old man who says he has studied the politics of Nigeria, that he has been with them for the past 30 years, that he has been serving them. It is now for his son to be sacked. The economy is bad. The economy is bad. Do you know billions of naira was set aside for the renovation of the VP's, the VP's residence in Abuja? Do you know billions of naira that was set aside for the purchase of the presidential yacht? Do you know billions of naira that was set aside for the purchase of this Sonji for the senator? And you say you are building the economy. Which economy are you building? Or you are building yourself, you are building your family, building the future of your children over Nigeria?
He said you can't judge leadership within 1 year. I have not been in office for up to a year, but I have done so much that should be appreciated.
Let them come out and say what they have done. The only achievement that I can see they have done so far was the local government autonomy, which has been scrapped for a very long year ago. That was the only achievement that I could see so far.
At least it's an achievement.
It's an achievement, yes. I could say it categorically.
Yes, I said, for the fact that you can actually say something.
Because his reason for doing that was that when these governors, the presidents, when they were going out to campaign, they go to the grassroots to campaign. After when they might have won the election, nothing happened at the grassroots. The chairman, the councillor will just go into their office and begin to sleep because no work that is being done at the local government level. I live in Shagamu, that is where I live. I can't deny the fact. Go to the road that leads to Shagamu local government. Go and look at how bad the roads are. The road that leads directly to the local government, where the local government chairman office is set. The roads are bad, not to talk of other roads that are there in the street.
As well. He urged residents to commend and encourage the security agencies to do more, adding that it will be unfair not to do so. It is not fair to say we have not done anything on insecurity when we have improved security in FCT, he said.
They have improved security in FCT. Let me tell you this. The energy that the army is bringing out, putting on to come and fight protesters, I believe if those energy are put together, there will be no banditry in Nigeria anymore. The banditry would have been wiped off from the face of the country. So when people were trying to come out to protest, you look at what happened during the NSAS protest. The NSAS protest was just a peaceful protest, not until the so set of people that are in government today turn it to be a violent protest, because their boys that they were being used, those thugs were being used to hijack the protest. I believe people were there at the Lekki toll gate, singing, dancing, eating, people coming out to give them food, donate a lot of things for them. The protest was peaceful, not until when you sent the military personnel to come and start shooting them. Almost 100 plus were being shot, and you said
there was no death.
There was no death.
This one says, Abuja politicians behind banditry, killings in Benue, Governor Alia.
Well, I saw it in the news today.
The old governor.
Where a district head and some lawmakers were being apprehended, were being arrested on the issue of kidnapping. There were those behind the mastermind of kidnapping in their area. So if they are coming out to say this, let me tell you this. I could remember vividly during the regime of Babangida.
Okay, IBB.
IBB. He said if a case of kidnapping happened, if there was a case of kidnapping, and the abductors or the abductees were not being rescued within 3 days. Okay. He said, go and trace it, go and search. He said it at the Open TV. Go and search that it might have the hand of those that are working directly with the government. Because if any kidnapping happened, I could remember during the period of Okonjo-Iweala, as the Minister of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, when her mother was being kidnapped. Within 3 days, she was rescued.
She was found.
Why is it that some set of people, the corps members that the police of Ondo State came out to be boasting that they rescued them? Their family came out to say they paid the ransom of 5 million naira each for them to rescue their children out. And the police are coming out to say they were the one who rescued them.
Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State has accused those he described as Abuja politicians of being behind the armed banditry and killings in the Sankera axis of the state, comprising Katsina, Ala, Ukum, and the local government area of the state. The governor, who made the allegation on Sunday after attending a Thanksgiving service organized at the Chapel of Grace, Government House Makurdi, lamented that the bandits were homegrown and are taking up arms to kill their own. I just feel there is no smoke without fire. For this person to have come out, because this person is in power. He might
have done his investigation for him to have come out and say this set of people are behind the banditry. Yes, he's in power.
And for him to come out to say something against them, definitely,
exactly,
it is what is actually happening.
Let me tell you this, those that are stabilizing the peace, you could remember vividly, let me say this to the whole Nigerian, I believe this is what Nigerian knows much about. When President Muhammadu Buhari was there, the same vice president that we are having today were those that
Kashim
Shettima were those that were taking money to the bandits in the.
It's so funny.
We saw the video.
That you even know where they are.
At the end of the day, he later become the vice president of the country.
What do you expect?
What do you expect? Because automatically you can see. You remember when Jonathan contested for the third time, when Buhari contested with Jonathan. Buhari said it categorically that if he didn't win the election, that it will make this country ungovernable for Goodluck Jonathan. And nobody is coming after him.
Nobody would come after him.
Nobody said anything about that.
August 1st, lead protests like Tinubu Buhari, presidency DS Peter Obi.
No problem.
This is coming out because Peter Obi already said he's supposed to go
for came out to open up categorically.
But they are now telling him that he should lead it.
That he's going to lead. I believe Peter Obi is not a man of violence.
I don't even know why should they tell him to lead it?
The reason why Tinubu led protests and he was not being hijacked was that those that are supposed to hijack the protest
were working for him.
Were working for him directly. Then MC Oluomo, who was the chairman of the NRUT in Lagos State, then asked those boys in his domain. So those boys can't just come out and misbehave. That was the reason why the protest was not being hijacked. Tinubu was a very strong man in Lagos. Those boys was working for him, so they cannot come out to hijack the protest.
President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, has reacted to the decision of 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi to endorse the August 1st nationwide rally. Onanuga said Obi should act like Tinubu and former President Muhammadu Buhari by coming out to openly lead the nationwide protest. So if he comes out and anything happens, so they will know that they want to go and carry Peter Obi. According to what he has been saying, that if anything goes wrong during the protest,
that is the reason why they ordered the IGP to
what I'm even saying right now is if Peter Obi does not lead the protest, if anything happens, they won't be able to carry Peter Obi. But now if Peter Obi comes out openly and he leads the protest,
I was so surprised.
They will be so happy joyfully to go and carry him out.
Yes, I was so surprised when the IGP came out to make a statement that those people that wanted to go and protest. How many Nigerians wants to go to the?
No, he said they are leaders.
Who are the leaders? They say they don't have leaders. I say, how many Nigerians wants to go to?
You know, a TikToker was actually arrested.
Yes,
he was arrested for 6 hours. Then, if not for his lawyer that came in, he was
6 hours or 6 days.
Okay, 6 days.
Yes.
It was his lawyer that came and
to bail him out.
All because of
the IGP came out to say, okay, everybody that wants to go and protest or that wants to embark on the protest, you go to the police state headquarters to go and register their names and register all their information. When the president of the Federal Republic, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was leading the protest. How many of them
did register?
Jonathan came out to say they should go and register. When you can see that this set of people, let me tell you this, if we are in the military era, let us know that we are in the military era, automatically you don't have freedom of speech. In a case where we are in a democracy era, that you can't just come out to express yourself, automatically let the power be shifted back to the military. Then we know we don't have any say on it.
Posting on X, Onanuga wrote, now that Peter Obi has come out to endorse the planned protest by his supporters, he should do what President Tinubu and former President Buhari did in the past by coming out openly to lead the protesters. That is what leadership is about, not playing the master puppeteer behind the scene. He should be in the forefront of the protest and help in curbing their possible excesses. Omo Eleshowore, a popular activist, had called for the nationwide protest on August 1st against Tinubu's administration. And I love the fact that Omo Eleshowore is not backing down on what he said, saying as Charlie Boy as well. People are coming out to say they are not backing down on the protest. But now Peter Obi is saying he endorsed does not mean he's going to be the leader of the protest. So Bayo Onanuga, I just really need this man to calm down, to calm down.
You see this Bayo Onanuga, the way he talks at times. I watched his interview at the channel television. I think it was last week when Sean Kimbaloye was asking him some certain questions. There is one question that he was unable to answer.
He will maneuver the question.
He said the Tinubu is working very hard to make sure they stabilize the economy of this country, to make things better for the Nigerians, lift many Nigerians, millions of Nigerians out of poverty. Why millions of Nigerians are dying in poverty, wallow in poverty? You see, when they now say, okay, Tinubu is working to bring millions of Nigerians out of poverty. What about the luxury lives that you politicians you are living in Abuja? Do you expect Nigerians to fold their hands and keep on watching them? Bayo could not say anything about it.
All right, I just pray Nigeria, like my prayer, I just say Nigeria will work again. If for as many that are sitting down in one corner and say Nigeria will not work again, I pray Nigeria will work again. One day, I know we are going to get on the right track one day in Nigeria. I wanted to say something.
Yes, I want to warn the FCT minister.
Yes, I'm Wike.
So be very careful and to be very watchful.
Okay.
You may own Nigerian today, but tomorrow might not be your opportunity. The only thing that keeps you distance from the people of the country was the bodyguard that you people were using.
Yeah.
Apart from the bodyguard, we are all one and equal. We are all one and equal before the law. Let me tell you this: if you go to the extent of shutting down the Eagle Square against the protester, you will not find it easy. You will not like it. So it's better you allow people to protest peacefully, to say out their mind, to pour out their mind, and let the whole country knows what the Nigerians are facing, what they are going through. That's my advice for you. Make it jeje today, because tomorrow might be another person's turn. Say Mefele, let me say Mefele in the past 2-3 years now, Mefele wouldn't have known that one day he is going to face the wrath of the law. That was the CBN governor. So compare your post to the post of the CBN governor. Please make sure you be watchful.
All right, we've come to the end of the show today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on our TikTok at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can as well join the WhatsApp community on 070-1010-8549. Till we'll come again on your screen, I remain my humble self, Ojuayo Adelere. Thank you, Ambassador Riluwa for joining. Our sponsor, Nokpa, we say a very big thank you to you. Till we'll come again, be good and be fine. Bye for now.